Hello and welcome. Today we'll be looking at an older game, mainly because the video I wanted to make didn't quite make it in time, and the other reason is that somebody wanted me to show matches where I am in a single carrier against two. This isn't, the best example of matches for it because the enemies are both tier 7, but one of them is a Hiryuu, which means he's pretty dangerous. And the other one is a ranger, which means his fighters can be annoying as well. What I start out doing is I take my bombers into the air and send them sneaking around the map to be able to strike at the enemy. I leave my fighter on me because I want to be able to defend myself. But my first course of action, or well, the strategy is to kill one of the carriers. It doesn't really matter which one, although I would prefer killing the ranger because the fighter is going to be annoying if he has fighters, of course. If he doesn't, then killing the Hiryuu is definitely the priority. I don't want to send my dive bombers through the map edge the same way like my torpedo bombers because I think that the dive bombers might tick the enemy fighters off where my torpedo bombers are, and they are a priority to keep alive at this stage. It seems they're heading towards me, so I use my fighters to delay their attack as much as possible. I think that is a bit too arrogant. They are too low tier to be able to just fly over our whole team like that. They lost way too many planes already. Although I'm doing something similar, I'm a bit higher tiered. And both carriers are here. I already have 10 plane kills, and I wasn't even hit so far. And see, my torpedo bombers managed to get to the carriers before the fighters intercepted me. Although I guess I lost like one dive bomber. Oh well. And since the fighters are here, I would like to do the strike, but I overshot a little with my torpedo bombers, which made one of them panic, but that's okay, I guess. The fighters should be out of ammo soon, which means my dive bomber should be without risk. That drop end was a bit of a failure. I could have probably repositioned and done a proper drop, but I didn't notice in time, which was my failure, I guess. But 2 hits, that's okay. I mean, probably would have got maybe 3, but at this point it doesn't matter. Since he hit the island, he's a super easy drop target for dive bombers, and since he used his repair, he's gonna die if he gets fired. And he did. Goodbye, Mr. Hiryuu. Or Miss Hiryuu, I guess. Well, now I can pretty much rest easy because it's 1 against 1, and I'm 2 tiers higher. Although I guess it's a Hiryuu, which means, wait, no, it's a ranger. Never mind. That really means that I am pretty much not at risk at all. So I decide to stay closer. There's no reason to run away. I'll go towards the D area because we do have D, and there are plenty of cruisers around me. At this point, it would be fine to use my torpedo bombers to attack cruisers and battleships. And actually it seems that our western flank is in trouble. They have A and they are past A already with at least 3 ships, and we only have a few ships in the area. Finishing off the ranger would also be nice though. And it seems he was asleep and wasn't paying attention, and just let my torpedo bombers fly past his fighter, like directly past it. Just pay attention to the map, guys. It's really important. It's like your #1 duty. in a carrier. Yes, I do the same thing, but you know, it's nice to talk about other people's mistakes. Somebody's mad in chat. Oh well. Well, that Ranger looks pretty dead already. He took way too much damage from the torpedo bombers. And he's about to take some more because I still have this one torpedo bomber. I took my fighter along as well because he only has one fighter and he's the only carrier left on the enemy team. I imagine my fighter will be able to fight with his fighter pretty well because I have the +1 fighter commander skill, which means I have 5 fighters and I have 2 tiers advantage. So yeah, I think he didn't actually even attack back, and that was just anti-air kills. If I can flood him, he might actually die, although maybe not, since if he has the premium repair and all that, it should be... It should have cooled down almost. But if he takes... yeah. Never mind, I guess flooding didn't matter at all. I assumed he would just take a lot less damage. Well, at least the enemy carriers are dead. Our western flank seems still to be losing. That's okay. We're winning the eastern flank at least. Taking C would be nice. Or having some ships there to have some protection. Doing these kinds of multi-attacks is really fun until you realize that because you tried doing them, you messed up some of them and you had much less effectiveness than you should have had. But that's okay, I'm just trying to learn like everyone else. So that one day I can be the very best that catches them all. I don't think this New Mexico can do anything at this point. Anything that is, to me, to deter me from killing him. He's a bit too close for me to let him live. And he's kinda low HP. Well, he might tie up a lot of my time. He will eventually die. And since time doesn't seem to be an issue right now, I have absolutely no problem occupying my planes with him, but it seems he's dying to my team, so I'll just move on to the next battleship. Also, I would like to say that tomorrow's video is going to be about AA. I think that AA in this game just isn't good enough and needs some serious improvements. But that's tomorrow. The destroyer could be problematic if I can't kill him. Then he could potentially do quite a bit of damage. It's unfortunate that there's a cruiser next to the battleship and the destroyer, because he could disrupt my attacks like that. But I'll drop anyway. I can't be bothered to wait. And hopefully I'll be out of range from this one. With this one, that is. I guess I should take my fighter into the air, if I'm honest, to be able to deal with these battleship and cruiser launched fighters. But now it's time to try to kill the Sims. Unfortunately, I seem to be in range of the cruiser still. Okay, now I'm out. Nice dodging, Sims. Well, I'll use dive bombers on the battleship since the cruiser ability should have worn off by now. And hopefully this battleship helps me deal with the Sims, though he might be like AFK. This is a bit of a fail drop. He ate 2 of those torpedoes before they armed, sadly. Our western flank seems to be doing a lot better now, which is nice to know. I tried getting as close to the island as possible, so that if the battleship comes, he can't shoot at me. And I click on the Sims to enable stronger secondary attacks. But I imagine he's gonna die. Yeah, and he died. He took a torpedo into the middle, which is like a death sentence. But now I realize there's a cruiser coming in through the narrow strait. And the battleship is, you know, overlooking the area as well. I need to deal with both of them. Because me dying here could be unfortunate. I don't know how healthy the rest of my team currently is. And I'd like to not lose. Losing is for losers. But I need torpedo bombers to deal with the cruiser. And I essentially just do a full reverse. Run, run, run as fast as I can. And try to hide behind the island for as long as I can. That cruiser fighter is really annoying. Some of these torpedoes have to hit eventually. His torpedoes are worthless. They are going to spread out enough that they can't kill me, I think. I do have to move for it, I think. Just keep reversing, I guess. 3 ships left and 6 minutes to go. Seems like we have already won this match because of our numbers advantage. And I still have planes in reserve, so... The interesting note is that Lieutenant Pepper said, gotta stop playing high tier till there are more players for better CV matchmaking. The thing with carrier matchmaking at tier 9 against tier 7s is that because Wargaming decided that lower or higher tiers shouldn't make a profit, the idea is that you can't make a profit at those tiers, which means that to actually get the proper games for them, you'll probably need to include lower tiers that can make a profit in those matches, so that there would be people who you can actually play against at tier 9 and 10. Which essentially means that this kind of weird matchmaking has to take place. But then again, if we're honest, I think a Ranger and a Hiryuu is about as strong as one Taihou at least. So it's not like they were really badly off, they just didn't play together, I think. That is, their carriers didn't play together. I wonder if the torpedo hits. It was pretty long range. Seems like it won't. This is a bit of an annoying location for a battleship, because it's annoying to drop him. A destroyer drop against a tier 6 US battleship. But luckily he turned away from the border, which means he's gonna die easily. And, well, points made us already win. Yay! 9,900 experience. Excellent, 500,000 credits. And 3,300 base score. And this is a whole boatload of damage, something like 220k if not more. Anyways, if you enjoyed the video, then please subscribe and thanks for